lot of talk post-game about the midfielders and the effort that was put forward on Sunday night. Did challenge the group this week to bounce back?
Oh, look, we're all in it together. It just wasn't the mids. It was really disappointing performance. We had, everyone talks about confidence, right? So early after our round one loss, we didn't have a lot of confidence going into Geelong and Port Adelaide, but we got into action, right? So on the back of all that, I felt a bit more confident going on the weekend. We didn't deliver action. So it just highlights it's about what you do, not what you talk about. And and we broke down under pressure after a good start. So, no, we're all in it together. We just got a growth mindset and really look to improve. We're playing a formidable opponent, obviously the reigning Premier coming off a rare loss. I think they've won 9 in their last 21, right? So that's solid. But, every week you come up, it's a really big challenge and we're looking to improve again.
You said we'll have some conversations.
Pardon?
You said we'll have some conversations after that game. How tough were those conversations?
Yeah, no, look, are they tough? Not really. It's elite sport, right? It's an abnormal environment, right? So you put your hand up for the scrutiny and the rewards and the spotlight and you choose it, right? And you've got to be a mentally strong person to choose that environment because there's no gun to the head here. You can walk away and not put up with or get engaged with what we're doing now, right? And the spotlight and the scrutiny. So, no, they're not tough. You always feel better when it's been a positive result, but all there is feedback, right? Like you can put a positive to it or a negative to it, but it's like keep doing, probably let's learn off that. So, you don't feel like how you feel after a win, but we try and keep it a really level educational environment, but clearly we need to shift because in the end, the system picks the team and your execution of it. So if you're not delivering what you need for the team, you tend to maybe go out.
Ross, how's the skipper going after he had the knee niggle a couple of weeks ago and probably hasn't had the same effect on games that he normally would? Is he running at 100%, Jack?
Yeah, Jack Steele's fine. Yeah, so he I think he missed 2, didn't he? Yeah, no, he's 100% fit. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he was like the rest of them, not at his best. So he needs to. And what you're doing now, right? If you're captain of the club, the focus goes on you, like more than it does the younger players. So I think that's fair, right? That's just the territory we're in. Senior coach, captain. Huh?
He set such a high standard for a long time.
Yeah, he's been a good player, right? So, but all starts on the track, right? Like there's no magic formula. Train well, play well. So that's what we're aiming to do today.
How are Hunter and Howard looking? Are they going to come back in?
Yeah, we're going to get through training. Yeah, Doug's a really good chance. So look, we've been a bit small, to be fair. I think he'll play because it's been a ladder J. I saw Nat Fife have a ladder J. I was like, first year of the Dockers, Nat Fife was like ladder J, 12-week rehab, 1 week of train. He had 20 possessions to half-time BOG. So it's certainly not an impediment to coming back and playing well because you can do all the running and train and run and play and train for a while. So yeah, it's no risk. It's just they take the bone and whack it in. So Doug's really keen to play. I think Wilkie'd love to have him back. It gives us real opportunity with Caminiti. Does he go forward or we're a bit bigger and stronger? So we've been a little bit small either end while we've got a few coming back.
I know it is before training, but do you have any sort of thoughts on how many changes you'll make?
Yeah, no, we're obviously, look, it might surprise you, we have match committee and we've got a really good idea of it, but there's a little bit we've got to get through. But Howard is the one that will play, so the rest is just swinging a little bit.
A couple of the young boys look like they've got good numbers in the AFL, Boxhill and Travalia. Are they pushing for it?
Yeah, they are pushing. They did get good numbers. We're thrilled with that, and we're really pleased with our whole young group. So Taru had his second game, took some great intercept marks, and Isaac Kilda played really well. So there's a number of them. It's hard to individualise, but yeah, you've nailed the ones that played pretty well.
Reigning premiers, obviously.
Pardon?
The reigning premiers, you mentioned the rare loss last week. What do you make of them at this point in the season? They've had a strong start. Yeah, they're still a very good team. They were really powerful against the Bulldogs second half. So we know what their capabilities are, but we've just learned, like, you just got to bring your own, DNA to the game. Like, we fell down around the ball last week. We've been really good, so it's disappointing. We are scoring efficiently. We've got
gee whiz, you can't off one entry in the second quarter. Like, it was embarrassing, right? So, but other than that, we've been solid. So yeah, we respect them and they're formidable, but we know if we bring, we're going to be at our absolute best with our system and effort. But when we do that, gee whiz, we played prelim finalist, finalist. Now we're playing the Premier. So, and all games are tough, but we've competed against high-level teams. So I have a belief that we can compete, and you know, with equal luck and delivery, you get across the line.
You know him pretty well. How do you stop Lockie Neal?
Hey, has anyone stopped him?
James Jordan, you know.
Oh, well, if you can send him down this week, I'm happy to play him. Like, he's handy, Lucky. Yeah, he's a special part of my coaching journey. He's done special things, but he's the enemy this week, so we're trying to bruise him up a little bit.
Just in the injury report, it sounded like Matthias Philip was making really good progress. So how far away do you think he is from playing AFL? Are you going to ease him back through the BFL?
That's a really good question,
hoping
right?
to get him straight back in?
That's the art form. So we think he's available for selection next week. Now, I don't know, that's the art form, Warwick. Or it's very difficult. Everyone plays well. There's no chance to come in. People don't deliver. Do we take the risk? But he's a bit like Max King. Not 6 weeks, 6 years. He's 10 years. So we've got to make sure we don't throw him to the wolves. It's a very difficult environment, and we're not at that bridge yet. So he's still got to get through the next few weeks, but he's hitting all his markers and milestones, and he's progressing.
Just on that, how big is the difference between Dougal, who you were very confident is ready, and Matthias with a stress?
Yeah, well, it is.
Injury.
There's two things. Like, they're different positions, and we're desperately short. And Matthias had 6 weeks basically off leg, letting the stress reaction, the bone, the body digs out the stress cells and lays down new ones. So if you keep loading it, it just fishes. So you've got to deload, let it dig out, lay, consolidate, and then get going. Whereas Doug was like 2 weeks and just get going. Like, so it's a big difference.
Max's surgery all went okay.
Who?
Max's
Yeah,
surgery all
yeah,
went
yeah. It was really clear on that. Yeah, so that's a period of time. Like, that's a period of time. We're pretty clear. They debrided the bone spur, the scar tissue that was rolling over it, causing 9 out of 10 pain at different times. Confident we got to it, so now it's just a process of healing and rehabilitation. But it's going to be a fair period of time. Like, you're not going to see Max until like the late end of the season, and that's okay, right? Is it disappointing for Max and us? Yes, but we've got to power forward. He had a great summer. The knee's structurally sound. It was just so, you know, it gives him a clear runway whenever that is. So you look at Danaher, you look at Hogan. Like, Max is 24, I think. Is that right, David? He's 24. Like, when you think of Hogan and Danaher, they're hitting their peak around 29, 30, 31 because of all the challenges, right? So, gee whiz, if Max can just have a good run at it, I think he's going to hit his straps well before 29.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy to help.